Am I too, Kyle?
You are too. Yeah.
How's your volume, Heidi?
What am I? Am I one?
Three.
3.
Heidi, why should you be our roommate?
Okay. Well, I am always down to clown.
Mm-hmm.
And so I already fucked it up.
No.
Keep going.
I don't see any fuck ups.
Perfect. No fuck ups. Put the cake in the oven and I'll read you a book on the shelf.
Water the plants that need it, and we'll play a game by ourselves.
Because you know that you can talk to me.
You can talk to me. I know that I can talk to you.
You can talk to me. Everything is going to be alright.
Welcome to Roommate Lovers, a podcast where a couple gives you a couple pieces of advice. He's Kyle, and he puts the ass in astronaut.
She's Maggie, and she puts the pass in passerby.
How dare you?
I don't know.
That hurts
That
my
was the first thing I
feelings.
thought of. Passerbys are nice.
Passerbys, you don't say like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with that person. That's a passerby.
Well, no, but I was thinking of it like, oh, were they a violent criminal? No, they were just a passerby.
Okay.
So they
That's
just
nice.
witnessed
Okay.
a violent crime
Yes.
and said nothing.
Yes.
And she's Lizzie, and she puts
She's
the
Lizzie.
ass in astronaut.
And he's Clark, and he puts the pass in passed away.
Oh,
Oh shit!
and we miss him every day.
oh,
we miss him
rest
every
in
day.
peace.
We're
I'm
joined
so
here for just
sorry.
the intro of this episode with Lizzie Radakis and Clark Pavlik to help us.
We opened the door.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure we didn't have any bookings for the intro, but we opened the door to the bunkhouse, and they were sitting on the couch wearing the mic or wearing the headphones
wearing
and
the
holding
mics
the mics.
on their heads.
Wearing
yeah.
the mics on their heads, and
We're like, we're here.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Come on.
Yeah.
You
So-
literally can't say no.
Yeah, I mean, we tried forcible removing. We tried
Squatters' rights.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
California.
Suck it.
Newsom.
Yes.
You know, with all the roommates we have, this was bound to happen, Kyle. At
yes,
some point.
we double booked.
Yeah, we were
triple
we were
booked.
down to get double booked
Yeah.
or triple booked.
Yeah. Thank you for being here, though, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Do you guys need anything with your temporary stay? I mean, we have a roommate coming very soon, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have to kick you out. But you finding the place okay?
I was gonna move out anyway, so it's
Oh.
fine.
Oh,
Okay.
I was planning
Huh.
on leaving.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not getting along with my roommates.
Yeah.
That's why I kind
I've
of wanted
got
to come
some
on here. I kind of want to talk.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've been meaning to talk to you. You actually can't be here. We don't have you on the books, so.
I didn't get a single dollar through the booking from
I
you.
pay
This
rent. Who am I
behavior is
paying
why we're
rent to?
why we're leaving.
Okay, okay, that's fair.
Well-
That's fair. We are coming at you, Kyle. I feel like we're coming at them,
We are coming
and
at
I
you
feel
guys.
like we need to clean the slate and say, Clark and Lizzie, you're our friends.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Keep
think
going.
there's a way?
Keep going.
Do you think there's a universe in which you could forgive us and I could forgive you?
Yes.
And we could just continue going forward and maybe have you interrupt the podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys
Okay.
suck. But
What-
you know what doesn't suck is March Maintenance!
Hey!
Yes, that's right. We threw it to you guys out there in the hemisphere of the internet, and we have some votes that tallied
Which
in.
hemisphere of the internet?
The
Left one.
left side.
The left-turn hemisphere.
The left-turn hemisphere, of course, everyone knows it. Okay, so I threw up.
What? I'm so sorry.
I threw,
Oh.
I
Just
threw
now?
up a poll on Instagram for our listeners to vote for the March Maintenance
He
pick.
threw
So-
up a poll. That sounds painful.
stuck on I threw up.
So here's the list that I threw up. We had Tommy Lee Jones versus Natasha Lyonne.
Keep saying it.
Chandler Bing versus Charizard, Selena Gomez versus Richard Warren Sears,
Okay.
Catherine Hahn versus Legolas, Raphael versus Appa, Zendaya versus Electrode, Donkey versus Clone Wars era Anakin Skywalker, and
Yep.
Paul Rudd versus the song All Star.
Okay.
Which one of those do you think was the biggest victory? What had the biggest
Ooh.
upset, Maggie?
Oh, you mean
What do you guys think too?
did one of them get like 0%? Is that
No one got 0%.
Oh, good.
Oh.
There is one that dominated.
I think it was Selena Gomez.
I'm gonna say it was the song All Star.
So
That's a good one.
Paul Rudd won that category with 72%.
Yeah.
Wow.
The song All Star did not.
So it was
Well-
the literal opposite of what I said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know he's gone, rest in peace.
Yeah.
But wasn't he like spreading Nazi kind of stuff?
That's,
This is
but
the
this isn't
song
about.
All-Star,
It's not
Clark.
Smash
I know.
Mouth.
It's the
It's the
song.
song All Star.
It's bigger
Yeah.
than
The
any
song
one man.
All Star is your roommate,
I
not
know.
the band.
No, it's just hey now you're an All Star.
Yeah.
But tell me you don't listen to Billie Jean and you don't think about it a
Alright,
little
Clark.
bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
little
I'm
bit
just
it
saying,
comes
a
in.
little
Maybe
bit.
that's why
It's
Paul
a great
Rudd won.
song. It's a great
Maybe.
song. I just think that doesn't surprise me.
So Tommy Lee Jones versus Natasha Lyonne. It was Natasha
Oh,
Lyonne
yeah.
with 71%.
Okay,
Another big win.
Natasha, you're going forward.
This was a close one. Chandler Bing versus Charizard. Barely won. Chandler Bing with
Oh, it's
56%.
Chandler
It has
Bing
to be
is
Chandler.
a famously good roommate. I say it every time he comes up. I'm not surprised that he's made it through. I am surprised that it was by a nose.
Legolas beat out Catherine Hahn. Appa
Yep.
crushed Raphael.
Of
I'm sorry.
Course.
Appa was the biggest upset with 76%. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Appa beat Raphael.
lost? Oh,
no,
okay,
he
no,
won.
No,
Okay, okay.
super one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super one.
There
This
we
is
go.
gonna be
Upset,
super
upset
crushed.
in the happy way.
Yeah, I
That's the
see.
biggest
Yeah.
upset.
You
Well,
voted for
Raphael-
Raphael.
I voted
That's
for
clear.
Raphael.
That is clear.
Raph is the
Seriously.
mean one.
Yeah,
I love Raph.
Raph is the one
But
with anger
compared-
management problems.
Zendaya beat out Electrode, sadly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Donkey lost to Clone Wars era Anakin
Wow,
Skywalker.
that's surprising to
Yeah,
me.
that makes
I
sense.
voted for Clone Wars.
And
Anakin.
there's,
I also voted for
Absolutely.
Clone Wars era Anakin.
I think I voted Donkey.
Wow.
And I
but-
also voted Richard Warren Sears,
Okay.
Who's that?
Who?
lost to Selena Gomez. So
Not surprising.
What was
at
the
all.
percentage
I'm
on
not
that?
shocked.
we don't need to go into
No, what
percentage.
was the percentage, Kyle?
This is 67% for Selena Gomez.
67%.
Wow.
Versus
Well, you
What?
could
Do the math
math.
for us.
How
Do
many-
it
It's
for us.
33%.
33%.
Kyle, how many times did you vote for that one?
How many accounts did
Listen,
you
many
make?
accounts?
I could have tipped the scale because I have multiple accounts on Instagram. I don't want to get into it, but I only voted once.
you could
Okay,
also just
okay.
lie. You have the power. Because what am I going to do? Hack into your phone?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I
how
just
would we really
misread this.
know?
Can I
it
see your
looks like
phone?
Richard Warren Sears actually won that category with 155%.
It says right here.
Wow.
Richard Warren Sears won every category.
Okay,
Oh,
let's get into it, guys. We have to
Okay.
go into the real roommate because last time I said
Okay.
it was the roommate, and I think this is the real roommate.
Room 8.
So this is the real roommate. We
Yeah.
got 4 matchups, and this is the best 8 roommates so far.
And now we, as a group, as the 4 of us, we are choosing who goes. Oh my god!
Wow.
March Madness! Okay, here we go. So we got Natasha Lyonne versus Appa.
Which one would be a better roommate?
Which one would be a better roommate?
Appa's going all the way to the top.
Yes.
Yep.
Appa's gonna be the best roommate of them all. Can fly?
Yes.
Appa can fly.
Appa can fly. Snuggles. Appa's got the most delightful little growl.
Yes, he
just-
does.
Yeah.
His saddle can be
good.
the house.
So true. I
He
love
just
it.
eats grass.
Come on, Appa.
Yes.
Appa forever.
Easy.
Appa's winning this as far
I'm
as I
sad
know.
to see Natasha Lyonne go, if I'm being honest.
It's okay, Kyle.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
Natasha.
don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Fine. I voted for Appa too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, we're going Appa.
Okay.
Next up, we got Chandler Bing versus Paul Rudd.
Oh, shit.
This is a tough
Oh,
one. This
shit.
is a tough match. This
Oh.
is a tough.
And it's Paul Rudd now.
Versus
Paul-
Chandler Bing, the character.
The character.
I think it's the
Okay.
everlasting idea of Paul Rudd.
Okay.
Mhm. It's
Okay.
it's Paul Everlasting.
Okay.
Paul Everlasting.
It's Tuck
Understood.
Everlasting, but Paul.
It's featuring Paul.
It's Chandler Bing.
It's gotta be Chandler.
I've never
It's
seen an
Chandler
episode of Friends.
Bing.
You've
Whoa.
never seen any Friends?
episode of Friends.
Never
That's
seen
so
Friends.
Here's what you
crazy.
need to know: Chandler Bing is a great roommate.
He's a great roommate.
Okay.
He's a fun guy. He's very sarcastic.
He supports a struggling actor who can't pay his rent,
That's
Joey.
true.
Okay.
And he
But we
basically.
can't. That's,
But it's Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is like the
Paul
real
Rudd's
world
great.
Chandler Bing.
I would choose Paul Rudd because he's never going to be home.
That's a good
would
point.
he be with his family, or would the family have to live in the house?
That's a
He's
great
left his
question.
family to come live with us.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Is
choose
that
Paul
going to make
Rudd.
him mad?
No, he'll be.
Is he going to be upset about leaving
I
his
think
family?
I
It's
pick
mutual.
Paul Rudd as much as I love
Whoa.
Chandler Bing.
Yeah.
I
think
pick
go Paul
Chandler
Rudd.
Bing.
This is what I picture. Paul Rudd comes home. It's 2 a.m. I'm up watching Seven Samurai.
Yeah.
And Paul Rudd comes in. I'm like, what's wrong, Paul Rudd? And he's like, I just got in a big fight with my loving wife and my 2 children. We all just had a
We
big
all
scuffle.
had a falling out.
Yeah.
And he's like, you mind if I stay here the night? I'm like,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
And I go in the fridge and I take some ginger beers out and we
Okay.
and he just kind of rants a little bit and he cries and I console him.
Yeah.
This is such a loving,
nice.
beautiful, tender image.
I can see it.
is.
Yeah.
So your vote is Paul
Am I
Rudd.
choosing Paul
Am I
Rudd now?
Paul Rudd?
Maggie.
It's Paul Rudd.
I think I have to. It's just that Chandler. What do we do when we're split? What do we do when we're split?
I don't know. I guess if there's like a tie, maybe it should just go to Richard Warren Sears. Is that? I'm looking at the fine print. That is what
Damn
it says.
it.
If there's
Snuck
a tie,
that
it
in
goes
there.
to Richard
we cannot
Warren
tie.
Sears. I don't know how that makes sense, but this is in the rules.
Does Chandler have a chandelier? Have a job?
No.
Yeah, he has a good job.
Oh,
No one knows what it is. It's
It's a
part of the
big-
bit
Yeah.
of the show.
Yeah.
got it.
He
okay.
is a loving roommate
Is he
and
always
a
home?
good
and a
partner to
loving friend,
Monica.
and he likes to hang out and eat pizza and
All
drink
right,
beer
I
and
feel
have
bad.
fun.
I'm going Chandler
That's pretty
Bing.
cool.
I'm going Chandler Bing.
He
I'm
hangs.
sorry, Paul Rudd. I'm
Chandler
sorry.
Bing hangs.
I'm going Chandler
He
Bing.
hangs.
Paul Rudd comes home sad after a fight with his wife. And Chandler Bing hangs.
Out of support for Paul Rudd, I am sticking with Paul
All right,
Rudd.
we're
but
going
I
Chandler.
respect
I'm going with
the
Chandler.
room.
Chandler won that one. Next
Okay.
up, it's Selena Gomez versus Zendaya. Ooh.
I'm gonna.
Zendaya?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Zendaya?
It's whatever. It's
Am I saying
Yep.
it wrong this whole time?
I think it's Zendaya.
it's Zendaya.
I've been
I
saying it
think
wrong this whole
it's
time.
Zendaya.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm glad
it's
we were here to
Zendaya.
clarify that.
So we picked Selena Gomez.
over
Now I feel like I have to
Zend-
pick Zendaya.
I do pick Selena Gomez. I pick Selena Gomez.
Yeah, I picked Selena Gomez
Yeah,
for sure.
as a roommate.
I
For
would
sure.
too.
Yeah.
I feel like she just gives me good roommate.
Yeah.
I
vibes.
just
Not
know
that
more
Zendaya
about-
doesn't.
No. Zendaya was. I mean, she made it this
Wait,
far.
did I say
She'd
it
be an
wrong
incredible-
when I just corrected myself again?
I wasn't paying attention.
Did I
You
just
said
say-
it.
I don't
No,
know.
you said it right, but it was
Yeah.
not confident,
Say it again.
I honestly
Say it right now.
Zendaya.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Good job.
and it
Is
was
my
a little
face
bit more.
red?
Is this a
Yes.
clap? Where's the clappy thing?
Yeah, click it.
It's that's a spy song.
Why is the spy song happening? How did Clark
I think it's
do
a
this?
clue that we want Murders in the Building star.
Selena
Gomez.
Gomez.
Selena Gomez is the
All
winner.
right, last match. Legolas versus
Legolas.
Clone Wars era
my
Anakin
God.
Skywalker.
I feel like this is Maggie's.
I'm picking Legolas. Legolas is good through and through. Anakin, we know what's we know where this is going.
But it's
I thought it was
just
gonna be
stays
harder
in the
for you than
era
that.
of where he's cool and good.
Yes,
It is
Clone
cool.
Wars era.
He is at war. He is at war. He is a stressed out guy with lots of
He
weight
seems
on
to
his
have
shoulder.
a smile.
That's true.
He does. He's a goofy goof. He's a goofy goofer.
Yeah, he's
Listen,
a goofy goofer.
but
Yeah.
Legolas is chill. He's basically a Jedi, but without the drama.
Yeah, but Anakin would probably let you turn his lightsaber on.
I'm not gonna lie. Maggie has a cardboard cutout of
Legolas
one of these
is
two roommates.
our roommate already. Okay,
All right,
I
I'd
feel like
pick-
it's not shocking.
I'd
I
pick
pick
Legolas.
Legolas.
Wait, okay.
I pick
Hear me out though.
Legolas.
Hear me out. Wait. No,
Why
wait, guys,
isn't the
wait, no,
Legolas
hear me out.
cardboard cutout in here?
It
That's what
will
I was
be.
just looking for it.
It will
Okay.
be.
Oh, there is a
There's a
Legolas
small
right there.
There's a
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Everyone
Frankie
should
sent
go
us
Sent to us by a room rat.
You
Yes,
could Spider-Man from one Legolas to the other. in
and I
this
will.
place.
Is
But-
Spider-Man an option?
Wait, can we talk about Legolas really quick? Because
Yeah.
I love Legolas.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I have a lot
Of
to
course.
say on the subject, Clark. What do you have to say?
But I feel like he might be kind of a judgmental roommate. Okay?
Let me think.
All right? I'm just think like I feel like he would be like, "What are you doing?" I'd be like, "Oh,
I think
don't
there's
agree.
something to that.
I don't.
He's
agree.
like, there's a lot of dishes in the
Yes.
sink and they're not
Yep.
mine.
Yes.
no, he would say
he
some
would
like
be
elvish
so
phrase.
clean." He'd be, and he would be saying it softly under his breath. And I'd be like, "What is it?"
What is
and he'd
it?
be like,
What
"Nothing."
is it?
And I'd be like, "No, what did you say?"
I
under your
would
breath?"
die before I put the dishes in the hand of an elf.
Yeah.
You know what he wouldn't like,
Yeah.
Maggie?
What?
Is when you do that thing where you clean and you end up leaving everything in the
When I
middle of the
have
room because you're
clutter?
not done yet.
Yeah, but he would help me. He would use his elf powers because he doesn't really like.
I don't-
he has like strength and stuff, and he would help me.
I
He'd
don't
be like
think
a
even
good
an
clean.
elf could
No,
help
he
with
would.
that.
He would help Maggie
He would
because he
help.
would love Maggie.
He would love. He would love me.
Fine.
We'd be buddies.
Fine.
We'd be arching in the backyard.
Yeah.
We'd be sword fighting.
Kyle, I think you should not vote for Legolas because I feel like
I'm
he might
going with
steal your
Anakin.
wife.
I'm going with Anakin because I want to save my marriage.
Unfortunately, that is 3-1. Legolas is going.
Did you guys
forward.
all pick Legolas?
No, but Maggie chose.
Gaslighting.
Who are you guys picking?
Legolas.
I'll vote for
He's
Legolas.
clean.
Okay,
Maggie.
all
He's
right.
clean.
We got Legolas.
He's
This has
good.
been March Madness. Thank you, Clark and Lizzie, for helping us with that. That was
Wow.
tricky. We do have to kick you out to get to our next
Oh, no,
roommate,
that's
though.
fair.
That's
Yeah.
totally fine. I'm
That's fair.
very fine with it.
Yes.
I'm not mad at all.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm glad we cleared the slate. I know it was very tense when we, first started.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
we will be billing you for a full day.
Yeah, 2
Okay.
probably. You said day and a half. We're gonna round up to 2.
Yeah, we're going to round
Right.
up to 2.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Fine. Thank you, guys.
$200,000.
So glad to be friends.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, it's so good to be friends. It's so good to be friends.
Our roommate today is a filmmaker. She directed a movie called. She wrote and directed a
Yes,
movie
she
called
did.
My Divorce Party. It just premiered and it's going to be released. I think is it April 30th? It's going to be released on video on demand.
Yeah, we get into it right here in this podcast, baby.
She's an awesome
So
writer,
funny.
director, filmmaker. So please help us in welcoming
Heidi Weitzer. Wow, Heidi. Is there anything we could do?
clapping.
A beautiful
Clapping.
theme song.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Kyle did all the work and I showed up just like for the podcast.
That's, it's
I just
only,
sort of-
it's only mostly true.
Mhm.
It sounds like you're number one on the call sheet.
Yes. Well, it feels like I'm number one on the call sheet.
Yeah, that's
And Kyle's sort of like all of the support, and I'm just like, the talent has arrived.
Yes, you
The
are the
star
talent,
The
is
star
here.
is born,
and I'm the gnat that attaches itself to the talent.
yeah. And it doesn't seem fair, really, because Kyle, like in all seriousness, Kyle does
All right.
literally
Okay.
everything.
Anyways, Heidi, thank you
Andy
for being
Richter.
And he's an Andy Richter.
No one's ever said that to me. I will take it.
Wow.
Hey.
I love it. I'm a real Andy Richter.
Wow.
So, Heidi, so you have a film you've been working on. It's going to be premiering.
Yeah.
Mhm. It has premiered.
Okay, so it premiered at Cinequest. It's called My Divorce Party.
Yes.
And
Ooh.
it will be on video on demand April 30th.
That's
Yep.
so soon.
Yep.
So it's coming up real quick.
Yep.
It will be on Apple, Amazon, Google, YouTube, anywhere you can buy a movie, it will be on there, which is exciting.
I'm gonna go on to each and every one of those,
Yeah.
and I'll be purchasing.
You
And
must.
I'll get multiple
must.
televisions and watch them all at
Yes,
once.
please. And that's kind of how we're hoping everyone does it, is just farming it.
Sure.
Yes,
and just
of course.
watching it on a loop.
Of course.
As someone who knows you, I know that you put a lot of secret hidden messages into
Yes.
your work.
Of
and so
course.
I'm gonna have one
Oh,
going
yes.
backwards,
Yes, smart.
one overlapped like the other
Yeah.
way. Just
And
like
then-
to try and find all those satanic meanings that you had written into the.
And then I'm going to have all 10 Fast and the Furious movies playing next to it because I feel like they tie in somehow.
And it's
Yeah.
kind of a sister movie.
Is it? Yeah, it's
to
like
Fast
it's like
and
a
the
Hobbs and
Furious.
Shaw extended.
It's Hobbs and Shaw
Exactly.
and Heidi.
Hobbs and Shaw and Heidi.
Hello.
Do you have any like breaking news that we could break on the podcast about the movie? Something like you haven't said. Like
Ooh.
like
Actually, I
your
actually-
favorite line got cut, or like
Oh.
you fell in love with a cast member, but it turned out to just
Which
be
cast member
gas.
did you fall in love with?
Oh my god, all of them.
Oh.
Had a huge crush on Laith Ashley.
Okay,
who's
Laith.
just like the sweetest man in the world. He played Ajax, our stripper with a heart of gold.
There you go.
Ooh, Heidi. Scandalous.
But,
Ooh,
I am a
scandal.
professional and
Yes.
he's a professional, so we did keep it professional,
Okay.
and we still are keeping it professional.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, that's good to know that there's
Respect.
professionalism.
Respect.
Heidi,
But when
live your
does this?
life.
When does this come out?
This will be coming out this upcoming week, so
Yeah.
this is a short turnaround on this one. Yeah.
Okay,
So
then-
it's going to be out April 1st, I believe.
If
So we
don't-
actually
if we
might-
don't April Fools it, yeah.
This might be an April Fool's
Yeah,
prank
this
on
is
you.
a joke.
okay. I wonder if I could tell you something, but then if
Yeah.
I can't release it yet, could you?
We
edit
could
it
definitely
out?
Yeah.
edit it out. We
Oh,
edit
let's
out
do-
most of it. It's pretty much just us saying welcome, and then we get to the outro.
Yeah, and then we
Okay,
get
great.
yeah.
Well, thanks for being here, Heidi.
Kyle, is
That's
there
the
like
show.
is there like a code word that you could say right now to your future self to be like you might
Yes,
want to cut
okay.
this?
Watermelon.
Okay, this is
Great.
watermelon. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Due to foreseen circumstances, we had to edit this part out. We now return to your regularly scheduled podcast.
thank you.
I mean, it's such an accomplishment to write a film itself is so much of your time, effort,
Yeah.
brain, everything.
Yeah.
And then to have the insanity to go forth and make the damn
I
thing.
was like, should I make it?
Should I?
Watermelon. Sorry, this is where I cut back in. This is
Thank
where I
you.
cut back in. Watermelon.
Let's get to a question.
Let's get to a question.
Yeah.
If it was like if a rabbit took over my Now here we go. I'll say it as a human. If a house has one significantly larger bedroom, should the parents take it or give it to the children? I've always been torn on this. Does the kid get the bigger room because they're the kid, or the parents get it because they bought/leased the house? What do you guys think?
I think the parents.
What are you
have
talking
to
about?
take it.
The kids? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
Wow.
They're small.
What?
They can live in like a broom closet.
My
parents-
parents
Wait, are you
literally
Vernon
has.
Dursley?
I mean, Harry Potter, all of your children,
Yeah.
and get all these staircases.
Yeah.
And then the parents, there's two of them. They should get the
big-
biggest room.
They did all the work. They have lived this horrible, shitty life that they've no doubt lived, which is a horrible way to say that
What?
being alive is terrifying. they've gone to all this trouble and bought or leased a house. They should get every room. The kid can just
Wait, I thought you were saying the kids should get the big one.
No.
Oh, I thought that's what you said at first. Okay.
no.
Got you.
What are you talking about? The parents need this, and the parents need an office. Frankly, Harry should still be under in the cupboard under the stairs.
Wow.
If you
hot
ask
take.
me.
Heidi, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey,
Milwaukee. I didn't realize you were Wisconsin.
The Midwest,
yeah.
baby.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Just eating cheese curds and beer all
Yes.
day.
I didn't realize that you were Wisconsin. Yeah, I grew
yeah.
up just outside Chicago. Yeah, not so different, you and I.
That's
Wow.
right. Very
Yes.
similar.
And
Where did
yet,
you grow up?
I grew up moving all over the world, but guess where my parents live, Heidi? They live
Milwaukee?
about an hour away from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Nope.
Where?
We can't dox
Oh
it.
no! They live in a
Watermelon.
town.
Watermelon.
They live in a little tiny town.
We'll discuss it in the paywall episode.
Yeah. Okay. This will be in the
We'll
bonus.
go behind the scenes.
We'll dox Maggie's parents
Find
to
Maggie's
hell.
parents.
Yeah.
You did have a large room, I know, at the house you were in high school. You had a huge
In high school,
room.
I did. I moved almost every year and had a different bedroom going. Like I had all kinds of bedroom situations. I've lived in a basement with my brother. I have lived in a giant manor bedroom with 3 beds in it. I have
What?
lived in a duplex on
Did
an
you
air
sleep
mattress.
on all 3 beds?
No, just one. One was for
One
books. I just kind of put books on it.
My
was
book-
like this one
Wait,
today.
what bedroom was
my book
this?
That was in
bed.
Bahrain.
Oh.
But
Jeez.
in my Wisconsin house
Crazy.
where I went to high school, I did have the attic room essentially, which was very cool, like a kid's dream.
Mhm.
And it was big enough for multiple beds in there, so that was a good time. It was a good one. I don't know why I don't like that we're talking about this. It makes me feel like a spoiled well, I could do
No, I
I could
think
do
my
handsprings.
book bed.
well, you've
my
had a
book
very
bed.
you've had a very varied life.
It's been very varied.
It's a very varied life. You know, there's highs and lows.
What's something that makes me sound more grounded and realistic?
Talk about your ponies.
Let's see. Oh,
Talk
God.
about your
Well, I only
ponies.
had 8, Dasher and Dancer,
Okay.
Donder and Blitzen.
My apartment complex manager / neighbor, who I like, suggested getting our kids together to play.
Who you like?
Who I like. Not sure if she only wants our kids to play or if she's open to me, who I like, as well. Taking my living situation into account, how would you approach to find out? I'm usually all for just being direct, but it's slightly different this time. We've seen each other multiple times and chatted. I've
Ooh.
gotten good vibes, but since she's at work, I don't want to assume.
Yeah. Wait. So I think I am to assume you when they say they mean like.
They mean
like.
like.
I like you.
I like you.
Your children could be a gateway for love.
It's true.
Yes.
But
yes.
this is a high risk situation, Heidi.
High risk, high reward.
High risk, high reward.
High
High risk,
reward.
ruin life.
Yeah,
If
high risk,
doesn't
big flop.
big bad. Because if this is your property manager or landlord, that person knows where you fucking live.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also
Yes.
is in charge of a lot of things. If you be like, oh no, my refrigerator exploded, they'll be like, I'll get to it.
Landlords.
December.
Landlords make me very nervous. I
Same.
This has come up, I think, a long time ago. But I've had landlords where I feel like they'll say the craziest shit, and I go,
Oh yeah.
and I am like the least ally in the world because I'm scared of this person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could
because
say
they
anything.
own my house, and they're like I fucking did this, and you're like, oh yeah, I gotta go.
You hit a guy with your car. That's so
Oh.
funny.
Ha.
Goodbye.
Do you need help burying him?
Yeah, I'm like a coward.
Can you not raise my rent?
Please don't.
Yeah,
I'll hit
one in
someone
particular.
else. Do you have any enemies?
Our current one is very nice, though. I will say they're so
He's
nice. I
very
love
nice.
them. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, so great. No,
He's
they really
so
are.
great.
He really
He's so
is.
great. And I've only hit a couple guys with my
Yes.
car for our current.
Yes.
landlord.
Oh, you hit them with your car for
What?
him.
Huh?
Okay.
But I will say this. Listen,
Listen.
love is weird.
Love is weird.
If this is their person that's meant to be, who are we to say well, you can't date a landlord? Are you
Yeah.
insane? I don't know. Maybe they both have kids interested
Mm-hmm.
in hanging out.
I think you're not going to be able to tell by the first time. First time,
No, you're
you
not.
treat it as our kids are hanging out.
Yep.
And then what are we doing?
Mhm.
And then kind of see
What are we?
what the landlord is up to. If they're like, all right, you're watching the kids, bye. Well, then
Mhm.
that's your answer.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if
you're
it's-
totally right. You got to take it slow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And listen, as a person who does get paid to watch children a lot, this could definitely be that. It could definitely be oh, hey, my
Yeah.
kids said they want to hang out with your kids. Is that
and then
cool?
you're going to watch them and then I'm going
Bye.
to leave.
Yeah. Because you're trapped. What are you going to do? Leave the kids?
Yeah.
You're like, I got to go to work. No, you don't. You got to watch the kids because the kids could die.
I think it's super risky. I feel like I wouldn't do it unless I felt really, really confident.
What?
Because
How do you say no?
That's what I was going to say. You also kind of can't say
but
no
you,
to your landlord.
You don't have to say no to hanging out, but I'm just saying I wouldn't take the step towards like intimacy.
I feel like if I'm getting the green light.
Yeah.
But if
I'm with
it's
Heidi.
the green light.
But if I'm the only one giving the signals, and then they're kind of like,
Prickly.
what are you doing? Just watch my kids. Then
Just watch my fucking kids.
There's your answer. You're right.
Yeah.
You say yes to hang out with the kids. It's your gateway, right? It's your gateway.
I'm nervous.
That's what you do. Well, that's why I asked you out.
do you want to watch my kids?
Do you want to watch my kids?
Surprise! I don't have any.
By kids, I meant movies with me.
How do we feel about having your phone out not during the movie, but during the previews of the movie, like having your phone out,
Bad.
like and looking at it during the previews of
Bad.
the movie? Is that a no-go?
It's a no-go.
I mean,
Oh,
okay. I love all the previews.
Yeah.
but
So do I.
I also, not to plug, but I do have AMC A-list.
Fuck yeah,
Brag,
same.
brag, brag.
but I'm a new member. I only used it once.
Wow, impressive.
Teach me.
But it's like I've seen all of
Exactly.
the trailers, and so
Yeah.
I'm like, go
Yes.
ahead, play with your phone. What do I care?
Interesting.
But once Nicole comes on,
No.
put
Respect.
that phone away.
You get if Nicole's on screen, you put it away,
Yeah.
even though they've truncated it recently.
Oh, and
I
it's
hate
terrible
it.
now.
Why?
Yeah.
Why
Like,
would they ruin a
why?
good thing?
We all
It's-
learned it. We all learned the
Yeah.
lines.
I was at the movies a while back, and one of my friends like yelled at me for being on my phone during the preview, and I wasn't like really. I think it was Mariah.
Name
Yeah.
names.
And I wasn't like I didn't have it like up like this, but I had it like down here, and I was doing something. I don't know if I was texting or what,
Dude.
but I was doing something, and she's like, "Put it away."
I'm so proud of her.
I have a privacy screen, which also like shadows
That shadows it.
Ooh.
And so I'm like, fucking tell me to put this phone
I
away.
dare
It's,
you.
the light is barely on.
Yeah,
You have
that's
like
true.
the lawyer one that like means so that no one
Yeah.
can see. I want that.
Because I was on a plane one time and I literally felt a man go.
Really?
I was like,
Ugh.
why are you
Ew.
reading my emails with me? And
Ew.
so I was like, I don't like this.
Ew.
So
Okay, I'm gonna have to get one of those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get one of those.
treat yourself. They're
I
like
will.
$7.
I'm sorry about looking over your shoulder on
Yeah.
the plane. Yeah.
And
Kyle.
now here we are.
I just feel like during the movie it's definitely a no-no.
Yeah.
Definitely
Oh,
a
yeah.
no-no, and I hate when people do it. I've
I've
people
seen
do it
it.
at the weirdest times where they just pull out their phone and do nothing. They like scroll for like 30 seconds and like
They just look at
and like you
their
see them like
own
look, they're like
screen.
shopping.
Although I will say during Avatar 2, this woman who was alone watching this 3.5-hour epic just started scrolling on Facebook.
on Facebook.
And she was in the row in front of me, and me and my friend, we were like, all right, well, same. Like, good for you for wanting to see how many likes you have.
She was going on Facebook going, I see you.
And I see the trivia coming out.
Ooh.
It's trivia
Oh
time.
shit, it's my turn for trivia and mine is not ready.
Okay.
Everyone-
Way to cover it smoothly, Maggie.
And I have it.
Watermelon.
It's coming. Watermelon.
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 Watermelon. Maggie's. I just don't have the doc up. I'm so sorry.
But you could like fill time. You could like vamp.
You guys hear the one about the trivia?
Okay. This
I
is
haven't,
terrible.
'cause I don't know.
I'm sorry, Heidi. We try to run a smooth ship.
Because
but-
I don't know. Wait, is it in this?
Oh my goodness, this is a mess. Now she's looking at her notebook.
I
She was
know.
looking at her
I know
laptop.
what's happening. It's
Now
all
she's on her
fine.
notebook. I mean, I can do some trivia if you
No,
want.
I know. Oh, I found it.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Fuck me. I'm
Oh
so
This is so
sorry.
bad.
This is so I had a writer's thing right before this. I'm sorry.
This is how long you have until we need the trivia, Maggie.
Okay, thank you.
Time's up.
Okay, these sound effects.
I'm gonna go with B.
These
Okay.
sound effects are
I
top
know.
notch.
I've got it. I'm gonna
Okay, go
vamp
ahead.
a little bit.
I'm gonna vamp.
Here it
Okay, you
goes.
could have vamped while.
Hey, it's Easter. Am I right?
Yeah.
This is what you couldn't come up with
Hey, it's
while you were
Easter.
looking for
Am I
it.
right?
You couldn't say, "Hey, it's Easter."
Hey, it's Easter.
While
Am I
you were
right?
like fumbling through your notes.
So where does the word Easter come from?
that was it. You couldn't remember this.
Here comes. Is it?
This is the most bullshit.
Here where does? Hey,
Okay, all
where does
right.
the name Easter come from?
This is the most basic trivia. You like
Does
looked
it-
at the calendar.
Does it
Okay.
come from? Is this thing on? Does it come from the word Eostra, which is an Anglo-Saxon deity with a rabbit sidekick? Does
I
it come
hope
from
not.
Eusta, which is a German witch who turned children into eggs?
Well, wait a minute.
Does it come from Aster, a Norse king who hunted rabbits for the spring festival? Or does it come from oyster, a bivalve mollusk with a rough, irregular shell?
We're gonna find out right after the break. We'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by vases, not vases, because that's nothing. That's not how we do English. Okay? Vases.
Are you a burper, but you wish you wouldn't burp as much, and people are saying, hey, stop burping in my face? Well, guess what? With Dr. Snow's Burp It Hop, it'll make you stop burping and start hopping. Dr. Burp and Snop and Hop is going to make you hop in your friend's face whenever you feel a burp coming on. Just try it right now. What? Oh, man. Hey, that's so funny, Mike, that you hopped in my face. That's right, because I take Dr. Snow's Burp and Hop and Stop. Get it today at Target.com.
We are now back.
I wanted to say, we've been posting a lot of clips and stuff on YouTube and TikTok. So if you're not checking out that stuff, check out our YouTube and TikTok.
Check it out.
Just want to plug that. I also want to say, this week I was like, listen, I don't have to talk about Sears every episode, right? I don't have to talk about Sears every time. I was like,
But maybe you should.
I was like, maybe this one I won't. I don't really have anything.
Don't do this.
I don't really have anything. So I was like, I don't have to. And that's what I'll say. But
Okay.
I will say that I was at Jones Coffee in South Pasadena this morning, doing a little podcast prep.
Okay.
And I'm at the coffee shop, did a little prep work, came up with a great segment coming up. And
Oh,
then,
God.
Get ready for it.
I don't want to know.
And then I'm walking down the stairs. And this is a coffee shop I've been to many times. You've been to many times, Maggie.
Many times.
Go there all the time. I'm upstairs, sitting there in my coffee, wrap up, start to walk down the stairs. And I shit you not, this is like the universe is sending me as many
don't
signs
wanna
as
know.
possible. I'm walking down the stairs and they have a bunch of art on the walls. And I've walked by this art hundreds of times. I'm pretty sure this is brand spanking new. And it's calling out to me. What is it? It's a black and white print photo on the wall of Sears.
Shut up, Kyle.
And it is titled
What?
America's First Sears. You can see
Why
it here.
is
honey.
it there?
You can see it there. It's on the
Why
wall
is
at the
it
coffee shop
there?
with other art. And it's like the biggest one. And
Why is it there?
and it's like a beautiful shot of a beautiful, like, grayish white Sears, and it has Sears in all lowercase letters, and you can see the shadow of two palm trees
Oh my
against
God.
this beautiful white Sears. And
I thought the first Sears was in Chicago.
well, hang,
so did
hang,
I.
They don't
hang
have
on,
palm
hang on.
trees there.
You're getting to this thing. It says in handwritten script below this carefully done art piece, it says America's First Sears, opened in Chicago, 1925. Nice, Heidi. Nice, Heidi.
Heidi knew. Heidi
Today, her shadow swan sways like Palm Sunday in a haste place. I can't really read what letter is that?
Cast?
In a haste place.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that means right there.
But it's a poem.
shadow.
It's a
It's,
full-ass
it's like a
poem.
full written poem, and
The
this is by
carcass
Scott.
of Sears sways in the wind.
The corpus of Sears.
Before me were two paths, one to Sears and one less
This
traveled
is
by.
a photo by Scott Kuza, and could be yours for $450.
No.
We need to find
No.
Scott and get him on the podcast.
The problem is I know you're going to be the one to buy it.
we
It's
need
going
to
up
get
right
Scott
there.
on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who Scott is, but we need.
Scott.
Can you imagine if we got Scott on the podcast?
We're getting him.
Can you imagine?
Heidi, do you know Scott?
He said I traveled the world just taking pictures of Sears.
I mean, sometimes it's like, look, I almost gave up on Sears before. I was like, listen, it played its part. And then little things come up, like Aaron Blay, like buying a suit at Sears and this photo on the wall, and
No.
it keeps reeling me back.
Okay,
in.
you're gonna hate this, Meg. You bet. But in another life, I worked for Marriott Hotels,
Okay.
and one of my clients was Sears.
Stop!
Yes!
It was when I was in
Tell it.
Chicago.
Speak your truth.
And I mean, it was flopping then. They used to have 15,000 hotel rooms a year.
Okay.
And then by the time I left, it was when they started closing, and they
Ooh.
ended up. I think they only had like 3,000 hotel rooms by the time I left.
Okay, well, let's
so-
watermelon that last part. Watermelon that last part.
Okay.
Watermelon that last
Watermelon
part.
last part.
We
I
don't
just
need to
wanted
say how many left.
Because Kyle thinks Sears is back.
Sears
and
is
bigger.
back
Yeah.
and bigger than ever. So
I don't know.
you would
I
say
don't
they
know
were a
that
good
it's bigger.
client to work with?
No, they were cheap.
Oh.
All right. Well,
shots fired.
Okay. Well, thanks, Heidi. But look, the bigger thing is the universe is saying Sears I mean, isn't that weird?
That
that
is
not
weird.
weird?
Is it a oyster?
It was a
Is
photo.
it a oyster?
A black and
is
white
it
photo of Sears.
oyster or is it oyster?
I hope it's that witch, the German
that was,
witch.
That was Euster, German witch who turned children into eggs.
Yeah,
What was
that'd be
the
fun.
What was the Danish one?
I said Anglo. Okay, there's Eoster, Anglo-Saxon deity with a rabbit sidekick,
I don't. That's not what.
and then there's a Norse one, which is Aster, Norse king who
All right,
hunted
I'm going
rabbits.
Norse guy.
You're going with
What are
Norse.
you doing, Heidi?
German witch.
Okay, you guys are.
Both wrong.
So sorry. It comes. Well, honestly, part of the answer is people are like, we're not 100% sure.
Oh, what great
Which is
trivia
so
you did,
dumb,
Maggie. What
but
great trivia you
thank
chose
you.
out of all the possible trivia.
Thanks,
You chose
Kyle.
one that's not
Thanks.
exactly right.
But it is
Kind
because
of all of them, but none of them.
they're all
What is
right in a
this?
way, especially oyster.
What is that?
Eoster, this Anglo-Saxon deity with a rabbit sidekick because it represents fertility. Because rabbits, I don't know if you guys know this, rabbits, they get it. They do it a lot.
Yeah, they do it a lot.
So that's why we have the Easter bunny.
Okay,
and that's
so-
why we call it Easter.
So we're both wrong.
Yeah, you're both wrong. Sorry.
Okay.
No one gets the $1,000 today.
Oh,
I mean,
Oh.
doesn't
is it rolled over?
Yeah, it gets
It
rolled over
rolls
for
over.
the next time.
Yeah, we keep
Yeah.
rolling it over.
It rolls over to, and you can get 2,000 next time.
I mean, that if that doesn't seem like a sign, the Sears photo, like I don't. That feels like
I
a
don't know what
sign.
it
I
is.
mean, why was that on the wall?
I couldn't begin to tell you.
I mean, it's art. Like it's a beautiful. I'll post this online.
The devil works in mysterious ways.
No. This is a
That's-
sign. It's a beautiful black and white photo of Sears shadows of palm trees on the building.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
said.
like,
You said, yeah. Mhm.
It'll always be the Sears Tower to me.
Yeah.
It-
Come on.
what does that word say? Haste? What is it? Haste place?
Yeah, it says haste.
Yeah, it's kind of their T work maybe could use a little bit, but otherwise, Scott, we wanna have you on the show.
We want you on.
It says Hasne.
Yeah, Scott, reach
Hasne.
out to us when you hear this. I'm sure you're a big fan.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh,
And speaking of big,
Ring, ring. Kyle, you just...
okay, well,
Kyle just turned the record. He emphatically, it's on camera, emphatically went to go push a button and instead turned the recording all the way
I said
off.
speaking of big, and
He shut it off. He shut us down. And actually, Heidi and I blinked out of existence for like 3 seconds.
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
resync
the-
that in
the
post.
podcast
Okay,
is over.
speaking of big, that's right, Godzilla. So this is the theme song from 1954's Godzilla movie. Okay, it's a great
It's so
theme
beautiful.
song.
Yeah.
By the film's composer Akira Ifukube. So I wanted Godzilla X Kong just came out, and so I'm inspired to do some trivia today.
Please call it Godzilla TwitterCon. I can't do X anymore. I'm sick of it.
That's great. Okay, so Godzilla's roar. We're gonna be talking about Godzilla's roar here, okay, folks? Godzilla's roar in 1954 was originally attempted using various actual animal sounds. It wasn't really working, so the film's composer Akira Ifukube suggested using a leather glove coated in pine tar resin
what?
and then rubbed it against a double bass string.
Whoa.
So the sound of Godzilla
Whoa.
is a double bass string being rubbed with a
Whoa.
leather
Ooh,
glove.
ooh. Sound
Um,
people are so like fascinating the way they find
Mhm.
noises. That's so cool.
So this is his score from that first 1954 movie we're hearing here. And I thought today we could look at the sounds of Godzilla. So
Okay.
we're doing a name that sound today.
Whoa.
I have
I like
five.
that.
I love
I
it.
have five Godzilla roars from different films over the decades,
Ooh.
and I want you
Fun.
to tell me which roar you think it is. So I'll give
Name
you
that
the,
roar.
Name that roar.
Name that roar. So-
One of them is not the Katy Perry song. I don't think I'll be able to name any of them.
Okay. So I'll give you
Didn't
the
know there were
years.
5 movies.
There's like
give-
probably
there's a lot.
100,000 at this
There's a
point.
lot. So I'll
When
give
you say 5 movies, what do you mean?
well, I mean
Like
5
the
different movies over
years?
decades, and I'll give you the years right
Oh.
now. So
Okay.
you're gonna have to name just name the year will be the easiest way.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the years.
this is like that thing where like you have like 5 things here and 5 things here, and you have to draw the line to which
Yeah.
one. I get
We
it.
can do it.
We can do it.
So the years that are the options are 1954, the first one, 1984, 1998, 2014, or 2019.
Ooh.
Wow.
So those are the
Ooh.
years we got
Ooh.
going on. Let's start with the first one. Here's the first roar. If you want to pass and go to the next one, we can.
Okay.
But here's the first one.
Okay.
Name that roar.
Sounds mod.
Yeah.
It's not 50s.
That's, you know what? That sounds like a 2014 roar.
It sounds like 2014. That sounds like 2014. I agree.
Nice. You got it exactly. That is 2014's Godzilla.
We knew.
Yeah.
We knew.
2014's Godzilla.
Get yourself a filmmaker.
That's
and
where-
your team. She
that's
knows
the,
movies and what times they sound like.
Yeah, that's the American one that's still like in that universe right now. That's the one that just came out.
Okay.
All right, here's the second one. Here we
Okay.
go.
That sounds like
Okay.
a bass string.
That sounds like an old
That's
roar.
old. That's not 2024 or 20 whatever it was, 19.
It's either 84 or 54.
I'm saying 54.
Okay.
Ding
will-
ding! Nice. You guys got 2 for 2 so far. All right, it's gonna get a little more tricky. Here we go.
I'm scared.
Third one coming up. Name
Okay.
that roar.
Okay, this is a new roar.
It's 19.
Yeah,
2019.
it's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Correct.
Yes!
You tried to make
yeah,
us out.
it was a little
How dare you?
gotcha.
Gotcha.
All right, next. You guys are doing
It was
really
also
good.
like we could hear they're like, oh, la, la,
Yeah.
which is
All
they
right,
weren't doing that in
so
the
the
80s.
years remaining we have are 1984
Okay.
and 1998. Do you know the 1998 one?
is that Matthew
I
Broderick?
think I
That's the
saw it.
Matthew Broderick one.
I think I saw it.
I did not see that one.
One of my greatest claims to fame is I saw that in theaters, and there's this scene where like there's a bunch of baby Godzillas, and the elevator door opens up,
Yeah.
and the elevator door opens up, and there's a bunch of baby Godzillas, and in the theater, as a kid, I go, wrong floor, and then 2 seconds later, Matthew Broderick goes, wrong floor.
Oh, Kyle got the joke.
Whoa.
And
That's
it's all
stupid.
downhill from there.
That's very
Here's
funny.
the fourth one.
Okay.
That seems like
80.
okay.
Whoa.
I was gonna say
This
98.
is the first time.
Oh no.
Dude, let me hear it again.
This is a real Godzilla vs. Kong situation.
Ooh.
Two
Should we
kings
should we
battling it
hear
out.
the other one?
Yeah, let's
Is that
go to the
fair?
last one.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
The last one. Here we go.
Okay, that's 98.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's 80s and the 90s.
So you
Yeah.
think this one?
It's 98.
You are correct. You got 5 for 5.
I'm so
That's
impressed.
really
We
impressive.
know our roars.
Nice job on Name That Roar. For my money, this is like one of the coolest like composed songs in a movie. I love this song from
You're
1954's
gonna
Godzilla.
hear me roar.
No, not that.
Godzilla.
All of those movies, except for the 2019 one, are named Godzilla, by the way.
That's so wild.
Said
Like,
no
you
notes.
just name 'em.
Yeah.
I'm
Here
just
it
gonna make a
is.
movie, call it like Star Wars. What are they gonna do?
What are they gonna do?
What are they gonna do?
What are they gonna
Come
do?
at me. I'd like to see you
They
try.
probably will.
Yeah, I'd like to
probably will.
see them try. Those nerds.
Heidi, thank you so much for being our
Seriously.
roommate. Thank you for staying
you for
with
having
us.
me.
You've been an exquisite guest so far. I like the way you fold the sheets. It's
Yeah.
everything's
Yeah.
tidy.
You
Everything's
gotta
nice.
teach us tidy Heidi. That's what
You
they
need
teach.
to
Heidi.
clean as you go.
Clean as you go is smart.
I
Clean as you go is
never
smart.
would have thought of that.
Yeah, I always don't.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you should clean as you go.
Yeah, I should. Anything you'd like to plug or say before we retire you to your room?
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh,
This was
Of
very
course,
fun.
We're very glad to have you.
And please watch My Divorce Party when it comes out on
My
video
Divorce
on
Party.
demand, April
Yes.
30th.
Wherever
Yes.
you watch your movies.
Wherever
Yes.
you get your
Very
moves.
excited. So happy for you. Thank you so much for being our roommate. And watch out for Godzilla and
Yeah.
Sears.
What is it? Godzilla versus Kong?
Or
It's Godzilla X Kong.
X-Kong.
So they're dating.
I guess.
They're working together in this one.
Cuties.
And maybe there's a little smooch at the
There
end.
might be a little bit of a smooch. All right. Thank you so much, Heidi.
Thank you. Bye.
No.
That's not, you open your mouth like you were gonna say something.
No, you always say first.
I know, but that's why I paused. It's on camera. I feel like it's on camera.
Well, just go. Say it.
Thank you so much for listening to the Roommate Lovers Pod
Okay, I don't know
Hour,
why
which
you're
is the
saying-
new thing I'm calling the
That's
podcast.
terrible. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you might have noticed we had to cut out. We had the watermelon part of Heidi's segment, and that's just because that's how hot this
I
podcast is.
know.
We're getting the juicy details, so juicy you can't even share them.
You have to take the thing about watermelons is you eat the watermelon, but sometimes you got to spit out the seeds.
Sometimes you gotta spit out the seeds, and that section was a seed.
It was a seed.
It was a bad seed.
Get out of here.
It was a bad seed.
It was a bad seed.
But it was a good seed.
Cool. It was a good seed.
It was a cool thing
We'll
for her.
we'll tell you when we can tell you.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But hey, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
Hey, send
Hey.
us any questions you got. Anonymous questions from around the interwebs. Anonymous
Your
questions from
personal
yourself.
questions.
You could leave us a voicemail. Please send us more voicemails.
We want voicemails. What's the phone number for that, Kyle?
It is hang on, I almost got it. It's
It's 1-800.
no, it's 44AskRL. I know, but I can't remember what the first part is.
I got it right.
Hang on, I'm stalling, and I know it, and it's not because I'm here. Maggie's supposed. This is her thing, really.
Should I set you up for that again?
It's 989-44-ASK-RL. That's 989-44-27575.
Call us, please.
Yeah, call us.
Call us and then your mother in that order.
In that order.
If you have the urge to talk to someone you love, call us instead.
Yes, call us instead.
Another way you can support the show is by telling a friend about it. Tweeting it, whatever they're calling it these days. Tweeting it, Instagramming it. Nope, that we don't really do that. But it'd be cool if you did that to us or followed us on Instagram. It would be so helpful.
It's so true. Just try it,
Just
guys.
try it.
Think about
It's
it for a
cool.
second, okay?
Think it and stuff.
But hey, thank you so much for being here. We have 5 more weeks of merch.
Ooh.
The merch is the Happy Hellhawk deemed it so. I think
Yes.
we have 5 weeks left, so get it while it's hot.
Yes.
You can find the link in
You
the
can find
description.
You can find the lip right below the
You
nose.
can find the lip in the link in the description below. I'm Kyle.
I'm Maggie. Go for a walk.
Talk to me. Everything is going to be alright.
Oh man, my back is killing me. So tired of carrying around these blocks of cheese in my backpack just for lunch. Come on, I wish there was an easier. What? Oh my goodness, Sir Isaac Newton? Are you presenting me with a cheese that you can pull apart and it looks like strings? What, Sir Isaac Newton? Do you say it's called string cheese? What? You don't say. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, I love you. But not as much as I love Isaac Newton's string cheese, because string theory wasn't enough. Did he do string theory?
Nope.
Great. What did Isaac Newton do?
Gravity.
Because the gravity of this situation is enough string theory for my mind. A equals MC squared.
Nope.
Yep.
That's it. Bye-bye.